Okay. I was typing in Foxtrot on Spotify, and I'm not going to put an image up, but let me just say that when you type in Foxtrot, the second result, I don't know how I feel about that one. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Just JP. My name is Justin, and today we are continuing our listen of Foxtrot with the song Timetable. Thank you guys, as always, so much for watching the channel and joining me on this journey, because I'm really enjoying it, and hopefully you guys are enjoying it. I sometimes I combine two words together. I meant like enjoying, but I also said joining. I guess enjoying can kind of work. Like if you're enjoying joining me, you're enjoying me. Yeah, that works. All right, this is obviously my first time with Genesis and going through this album, and of course, subsequent albums and really their music in general. A lot of you guys are already familiar with Genesis, and you watch these videos, and you just want to see, someone listening to the music that you probably love and want to see if they appreciate it as well. Besides me, is there anyone else out there that's watching these videos, and it's your first time listening to Genesis, or it's your first time getting into them? I'm just curious because I go through the comments and I love you guys so much. I go through and you guys are just man, you guys know so much about the band. You guys know so much about the music. And of course, you've had many, many years with them that I haven't. I've had maybe at most almost one, and not an in-depth relationship with them like you have. But I was just really curious. I was just wondering. In case I haven't told you guys enough times, I really do hope that you're having a great day. I hope that you're having a great night. I'm always in the comments below, so if you just want to talk or shout out, or I don't know, we don't have to talk about music, it could be something else, I don't care. But I'm always down there. You guys are welcome to just talk to me. I mean, it's kind of what I'm here for, besides this. You guys can join me on Twitter. You guys can join me in the comments down below. And I hope that you guys are having a great day. And this is Genesis with Timetable.
A carved oak table tells a tale of times when kings and queens sipped wine from goblets gold, and the brave would lead their ladies from out the room to arbors cool. A time of valor and legends born, a time when honor meant much more to a man than life, and the days knew only strife to tell right from wrong through loves and sword. Why can we never be sure till we die, or have killed for an answer? Though names may change, each face retains the masked wall. A dusty table, musty smells, tarnished silver lies discarded upon the floor. Only feeble light descends through a film of grey that scars the pains. Gone the car starving, and those who left their mark. Gone the kings and queens, now only the rats hold sway, and the weak must die according to nature's law, as old as they. Has been grander. It seems because through time and space, though names may change, each face retains the mask it wore.
You could tell that that was Banks that wrote that song just by the way that he led it. I mean, this was a piano-driven and based song, no doubt. This was a good palate cleanser from Watcher of the Skies, whereas that was like this high energy, very progressive, slightly weird, slightly otherworldly, but never out of this world, in separating itself from the listener. This was a nice kind of return to earth, return to grounded themes, even going with the story, and it's kind of this medieval, knights around the table kind of story. It's a nice, like, bringing you back down. So obviously Banks, obviously Gabriel, they're at the forefront of this song. One thing I wish is that I heard Hackett a little bit more. I don't know if it's the mix, I don't know if it's me just not really knowing guitar that well. Sorry, Kathy, I'm trying. I'm not a professional musician at all in any capacity, but I've at least tried my hand at drums, bass, and keyboards, piano. I've never gotten into guitar, so this might just be my thing that I'm missing. But he sounds like he's a little, like, in the back, like, pushed away here. Like, I can't really hear him. Like I said, I don't know if that's just this song. I don't know if that's just the mixing. But I would like to hear him kind of brought up a little bit more. Because I can hear in the back that he's doing nice interchanges with Banks on the piano. I can hear that. And he is doing a lot of subtlety in the back. I would just like him, like, come on up. I would like to hear him a little bit more, like, on this track. Because the little bit that I do hear in the back, the little mixing that I do hear between him and Banks, it sounds good. I would just like a little bit more of it. Because that, I think, would really kind of kick this song into another level. It's simple and straightforward in its approach, and like I said, it's a nice palate cleanser. As an album listen, and because this is an album, you need songs like this. After an explosive opener on Trick of the Tail, Dance on a Volcano, into Entangled, which starts beautiful and simple, but then ends with an absolute banger of Mellotron solo. I'm kind of looking like this, I guess, in the same way. And I don't mean to compare, but I have to compare with what I know, because that's how you understand the future and where you're going. From the explosive and progressive Watcher of the Skies, which was an amazing opener, I have to admit that to me this felt a little boring. Like, there's nothing bad in this song in particular. I don't think that there's anything bad about this song. I don't think that there's necessarily anything so outstanding about it that it would make me say, wow, I really want to listen to Timetable. There's something in here that really keeps me coming back to it. Because as it is, there's nothing that's enough over the edge to keep me coming back to it. So, for example, there are things that I really do like. I mean, I like the whole rhythm and structure and sound of it. I like the whole melody of it. Absolutely. None of this sounds bad at all.
Though names may change, each face retains the mask it wore.
Like, just the way that that comes in, I really like that. It's good on its own. I don't think there's anything bad about it. It's just a little underwhelming, I guess is my word for it. It's underwhelming. In an album listen, yes, I think that this works because you need songs like this to have balance. On an individual listen, there's nothing here that draws me back to this particular song. Most of the things in here I'm okay with. You know, like going to my passive listen. Like I would listen to this passively. It's not something I would like shut off at all. But it's not something I would put on. But I will admit that there's one thing I don't like about this song. I'm being honest, I really don't like when Peter Gabriel sings like this.
Why can we never be sure till we die?
Not the ending of that part, but the why. I know that's not what he sounds like, and I'm not trying to make fun of him, so please don't take it that way. But I really didn't like that part of it. I really didn't. Like, I like this. How can I say this? Like, I don't want to overbear the point. But I enjoy a lot of this. Like right here, I enjoy this. I maybe wish that there was something a little more in this section, but there's not. I guess I just wish that a little more was done with it, is what I'm saying, you know? I don't know. Like I said, I just feel underwhelmed. I'm not going to over-explain myself. I'm going to be honest. I mean, that's what I do. Lyrics. I was not really looking at the lyrics as I was listening. A carved oak table tells a tale of times when kings and queens sipped wine from goblets gold, and the brave would lead their ladies out of the room to harbors cool. It's talking about medieval times. I like how it focuses on the item of a carved oak table and how it tells tales. Kind of, and I know this is going to sound stupid, but kind of like looking at a school desk, like you would see like names carved out, or looking. Okay, let's take it elsewhere. Like looking at a tree and it has like names carved out, hearts, maybe little messages. Like there's a story on the tree, literally written on the tree, and it's seen a lot of history. And you're kind of getting the same thing with this table through medieval times. It seems because through space and time, though names may change, each face retains the mask it wore. Different generations of governments and rulers, different generations of rulers have come and gone, but each one of them wears the same mask. Like each one of them has the same problem or affront. No matter who it is that's wearing it, it's the same thing. It's the same issue. It's the same facade. A dusty table, musty smells, tarnished silver lies discarded upon the floor. Only feeble light descends through a film of gray that scars the panes. Now, I don't know if this is what they're going for, but it looks to me like we're following the history of this table. And when it says like a dusty table, tarnished silver lies discarded upon the floor, I think about like Judas, like the silver pieces that were left. Maybe they're kind of taking that into account, like this table, like the famous painting, Last Supper. I think it's the Last Supper. I think the Last Supper when they're all sitting around the table. Maybe this table is like that table. I don't know. It looks like this table's seen some history. Gone the carving, and those who left their mark, like those people are gone, whoever it was around that table. Gone the kings and queens, now only the rats hold sway. This table has seen some history. I like songs and concepts, poems, stories, whatever, that take a simple item and really, really expand upon them and like create this story out of them. There was a time a long, long time ago when I was working on music and I wanted to do a song based on the story of a raindrop, like from its formation in the clouds, like its conception until it's let go and its journey, like falling down until the climactic end where it's just splat. Anyways, that was a random tidbit that I probably didn't need to share. Lyrics are fine. Music doesn't do anything for me. I'm gonna have to pass on this song. It's just not something I would really seek out. Like I said, passive listen is fine, but when I come to Genesis, I don't want a passive listen. I want to listen. You know what I mean? Like Watcher of the Skies, Listen, Timetable? Guys, I want to hear your opinions. I want to know what you think of the song. Do you agree with me? Do you hate me now? Are you going to leave? What? Who knows? Once again, like I had mentioned before, if it's your first time listening to Genesis with me, I really want to hear your opinion as well, just to see what you think of it. You guys can join me on Twitter. You guys can join me in the comments down below. I really appreciate you watching, and I really appreciate you not leaving just yet. I'm working my way towards suppers already. I know everyone's waiting for it, but I got to give everything time to digest, and I want to really take my time with it, you know? So I'm still spacing things out a little bit. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, as always, and I will absolutely see you on the next one.